Hi everyone, welcome to this video about the subscription management. So let me introduce myself. I am Cynthia Botos. I'm part of the Customer Success Manager team in Belgium. Let's check together the agenda for today. So what is a subscription? Then we will see the life cycle of a contract. I will jump into Odoo to show you all the different features about this great module. And at the end of this video, we will do a renewal of a contract and an upsell. Okay, but first of all, what is a subscription? Internally, in Odoo, we talk about a subscription for a contract, but also a sales order. Okay, so a subscription is just a recurrent contract for one of your customers. A contract is a contract signed by one of your customers, okay? So it's a contract between Odoo and a customer. And the sales order, it's what we called directly within the platform, so within the subscription module. But the three together are completely the same, okay? Okay, but what is it? As explained, the customers have a monthly, yearly, or multi-year contract with us. The database can expire if the customer doesn't renew the contract at the date of the renewal. It means that if you do not receive any news from your customer within the 3 months, all the data will be deleted automatically. Our customers' renewals have an impact on our targets. As a salesperson, you will receive a file called the recurrence revenue. This file is the numbers of all the year, okay, month by month, that you need to reach for your targets. So it means that for all the monthly basis contract, it will be automatically renewed each month. But for the yearly renewals or the multi-year, it's up to you to contact the client and do some negotiation and discussion to make this sign a new contract. Okay, so now let's jump directly in Odoo to show you the module. So this is the overview of all the modules in Odoo. The subscription is the yellow one. Okay, so there is a little filters that I will remove. Okay, so wow, what is it? This is the global overview of all the sales order / contract of all the customers managed by my colleague and by me. This is the Kanban view. So as you may see, there is different stage, but we can choose the list view if you prefer, okay? From my part, I prefer the Kanban view for this because I always work like that. So now let me put my quadrigram and choose me as a salesperson on the filters. Okay, there is a lot of contract under my name. Okay, so I will filters on all the contracts that are in progress. Okay, so alive. Why I do that? Because sometimes there is some closed contract, or the contract because they are just on hold. So this is why there is this column. But I really want to filter on those that are alive, directly in progress, because for me it's like a cleaning view, so it's better. Perfect. Okay, so I would like to show you a monthly contract. So the name of my client is Sindre. Okay, so here I will filter directly with the search customer. Okay, perfect. So here we are. This is Sindre, my customer from Norway. Wow, there is so much information in here, but don't worry, it will be really simple. So the first information that you need to understand when you receive a contract is to put your name under the contract. It means that there is 2 places when you can set your quadrigram as a salesperson. Let me show you where. The first one is on the other info tab. Okay, as you can see, there is a salesperson and I put my name directly for this view because it's on the contract directly. But there is another place. Okay, let me show you. There is a customer because the name of the customer is always here, and it's also a big information for you to make you understand that the customer is on the top of the page. You can click on the little arrow. Perfect. This is the contact form of the customer. We need to go on the sales and purchase tab, and there is also the salesperson field when I need to put my name, my quadrigram directly here. Why? Because when the customer created a new invoice, for example, the invoice will be under my name directly thanks to that. Perfect. So let's go back to the contract. Now that I give you the most important information when you receive the contract, let me explain you also the big important information about the subscription. There is the code license of the subscription. It means that if, for example, one of your clients create a ticket to the support, they can put directly the code license of the contract. The name of the customer with the address and the country. There is also the referrer. So the referrer is really important if you need to put, for example, the name of the partner. If, for example, tomorrow Sinch called me to explain that he just signed with one of the official partners of Odoo, I just need to put the name of the partner over here. There is a list with all the partners all over the world. Okay, very nice. So the contract will be transferred to CSTI and instead of me, of course, because I am in CSTD. Okay, let's continue. There is a subscription plan, really easy. It's just an information about the template. Okay, as you know, it's a monthly contract. My customer choose the custom plan. So Odoo monthly custom, very, very easy. On the right here, there is the order date. So this is just the date when the customer signed for the first time, like he created for the first time the subscription. The recurrence is just like the monthly because it's a monthly basis. Okay. If Sindre wants to close the contract with us, I can put the end date here. Okay. So the recurrence is a monthly until and then the end date. Perfect. The date of next invoice. This is a really big information for you guys because as explained, you manage target each month. So for you, it's a precious information, okay? Here, it's a monthly basis. It means that every month of this year, this data will be moved, okay? Now, Sindre paid the monthly in February. The next invoice date is in March, okay? So simple. About the price list, really easy too, just an information because as you may know, we do not have the same price for all the countries for Odoo. So here it's in Norway, it's Europe High, so this is the right price list, very nice. The payment terms, this is also a rule that you can choose directly from the country. For example, you can change and put immediate payment. It means that when the customer signs the contract, they need to pay directly. But normally, we give them 21 days to make the payment. As you know, we changed the pricing in October 2022. So here there is just information about the old sub. And my client is so satisfied because thanks to the new pricing, he paid less than before. Okay, so if I go back to the contract, perfect. So there is different smart button on the top of this page. The send by email is just like a button when you can create an email template for this contract. Okay, so it's automatic. You can send directly to the customer just for his information. You can close the contract from here. You can generate an upsell. Okay, so let's do that at the end of the video. You can renew the contract again, end of the video. And you can activate the maintenance if needed. Okay, so if, for example, you know that the customer is on Odoo SH or using Studio, you can activate the maintenance for the lines of code. Okay, other button here, so important, the invoices. As it is a monthly contract, I have the invoices per month. So let's click on the invoices button. Wow, there is 6 invoices, okay, since September. I can see also the status of my customer. It's in payment for February, so we will receive the money very soon. Nice. I go back. Perfect. The customer preview button, this is when you want to send to your customer a link to make them sign, the quotation and do the payment. Okay, so this is just a preview. The sales button generated all the upsell as well, but so all the quotation that you need to send to your customer. Okay. MRR is just the amount for the monthly. So for those who works with the MRR on the RR, so the revenue recurrent file, you can see directly the MRR over here. So it's the monthly recurrence revenue. Very, very easy. The database, you always need to check if there is a database linked to the contract. It's so important for us because if the customer added a new user, for example, we need to know so Odoo can detect those information directly. So let's click on it. So there is some information about the database here. So just the name, the URL database, okay? The contract, so we already talked about the M license code contract. The version, you need to know that Odoo supports only the 3 last version of Odoo. So he's in version 15, perfect. The ping of the database, this is just an update about the database. It means that each week we need to have an update on what it is within the database. Okay, so for example, if he added a new users, we can directly detect it thanks to the ping. Perfect. So there is the language, the hosting location. This is just for your information. And really important for us as well, I know that my customer is hosted on the cloud and not on Odoo SH, not on premise. So this is just for my information too. I can go back. Okay, now some information directly for the contract. Here you can see one line, okay, it's the line of the users. Why? Because here in Odoo, we manage contract thanks to the number of users, sometimes about Odoo SH, okay, and sometimes about the maintenance. Okay, this is basically the 3 kind of product that we have directly on the contract. This is why the customer get contract with us, guys. Okay? Okay, nice. Actually, so this is the first tab. Okay, so let's jump into the second tab. As explained directly when I open the subscription module, is the name of the salesperson needs to be put directly on the contract here. Thanks to my name, there is a sales team. So I'm part of Belgium CSTD. Okay, company Odoo SA, based in Belgium. Okay, there is some information also here. This is just for you. So a little tips, okay, it's a labels. So it means that if you want to put food, for example, you can then filter to all your customers' view. And you can filters on labels and then food. And Odoo directly show you all the contracts under the food label. So really easy. It's just for your information. It's a tag. This is very useful, by the way. Okay, so this is just the date of the contract. We have also the payment token. So what is it? It's here that the customer put the information about the credit card. Okay, so thanks to that, we receive the payment each month. So this is the payment token information for the contract. Okay, let's continue. There is the notes tab. What is it? So important internally to have some notes on your customer. I did a qualification with my customer in September and I have a lot of information about him. He explained to me everything regarding his company and we talk a lot about that. So please, guys, put some notes on your contract. It's very useful for us. The Odoo Enterprise tab, it's more technical. So for us as a sales, the only information is the upsell. Okay, so the upsell order is the name, not the name, but the number of the order when you create an upsell. Okay, so we will create an upsell at the end of this video. But when you create an upsell in Odoo, the customer received an expiration message on his database. Okay, so he have, for example, 15 days, okay, to sign and to make the payment. Okay, so this is just the date of the limit. And database, it's just some information about the database, but we already saw those information here. Okay, perfect. Below, we have the terms and conditions, so you can copy-paste this text. If there is no terms and condition in a contract, please copy-paste this, and you can put it on the contract directly. The amount, okay, this is the untaxed amount that you need to put on your RR. The taxes is based on the country, okay, and the final amount. Perfect. Okay, I think that we saw practically everything. So on the right of the page, this is just the chat, okay? So with this customer, we talk a lot directly from the chat. I send him emails from here. I have also some templates, very useful, guys. So if you want to copy-paste my very nice template here, they are so amazing. I gain a lot of time creating them. For example, when I received a new contract from another department, I just click on the template new AM and you can see that it's like, good morning, my name is Cynthia, I'm the new person of contact and blah, 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 and I can send directly to my customer. Okay, perfect. The log note, very useful because if I want to contact someone in Odoo about an information, I can put it here. The activities, guys, the activities is so important in Odoo, okay? Thanks to that, you can organize yourself, you can organize all your contracts, okay? You will have so many contracts to manage as a salesperson, so please use the activities. Okay, nice. I have these activities for next month for the payment, so this is perfect. I am a followers, okay, on the contract. I can add it, another person, okay. It can be someone else on the company of my customer. It can be someone internally, so whatever you can add here. Okay, very nice. I think that we have everything except maybe the reason about the pricing plan. As you may know, we have two different pricing plans, the standard one and the custom one. So Sindre, at the first time, he created something standard. And one day, he added something, okay? And he became a custom plan customer. And he contacted me like, okay, I don't understand why there is a new pricing during my renewal, monthly renewal. And if you do not have the information, guys, I have a little tips for you. You can click on action and then get plan reason. Okay, thanks to that, I can understand that my client installs Studio, but also he is on a multi-company environment. So I explained to Sindre and he was okay with that. Okay. Okay, I think that we have everything. So let's go back on the presentation. Okay, now let's talk about the most important thing of your job. This is the life cycle of a contract. So let me give you an example, very simple. I just signed with one of my customers the 1st January 2023, this year. And directly from the subscription module, I created a SO. The SO is the sales order. Remember, sales order is the same that the contract, is the same that subscription. Perfect. My customer signed for 1 year, okay? During 1 year, he can, of course, upsell. It's better for me. It's better for my numbers, guys, okay? So if he wants to add new users, he can. If you want to be hosted in Odoo SH, it's an upsell about Odoo SH, okay? But we remain at the same contract. We remain at the same sales order number 1, okay? Let's continue. 1 year after, we are in January 1st, 2024. It's time to renew, okay? I contact my customer, I negotiate a lot, and we have some discussion about that. And he decided to renew for 1 year again. Perfect, it's a great news for me. So let's do the contract. Directly from the module, again, so from his contract, like the sales order number 1, I created I click on the To Renew button, and I created a new sales order, okay, with the new condition. For example, more users, the new hosting, and we discuss about, the contract together. When he's ready to sign, I receive the signature, I confirm, and then directly from that, the other one, the sales order number 1 that I signed in 2023 is locked and closed. It will be closed, during the date of the renewal, okay? So don't panic, I will show you everything just after because I think that it can be really confusing. But of course, I created a new sales order, okay? So this is new sales order number 2 is my new contract. It means that during 1 year, okay, until the new renewal in 2025, it will be my only contract and I can work on that. So if the customer wants to add a new users, it will remain always on the same contract number 2. I know it's really confusing. This is why I have a good news for you. Let's check that together just right now. Before choosing a contract to renew, I would like to show you a filter, so very nice filters about how to filter, to all your renewals during the year. Okay, so as you know, you need to renew contract each month. And now we are in February 2023, and I want to see the list of all the contract that I need to renew next month. Group by next invoice date. Okay, so we stay in a Kanban view from here. Months. Okay, I need to admit that for these filters, I prefer to be in a list view because it's more comfortable for me to see like all the months and the numbers of contract per month. But this is up to me. Of course, you can choose the view that you want. But let's check that together just after. Okay, so I put my first filter, but then I group by template. Very nice. So why template? As explained on the beginning of this video, we have different kind of contracts. Okay, remember, there is the monthly contract, there is the yearly contract, and multi-year contract. Multi-year can be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So now I put the filters templates because for me, it's more convenient to renew a yearly contract for next month. So let's put the list view. Perfect. Okay, now I have all my months of this year, guys. You can see until December 2023. Okay, we are in February. Okay, so let's do a renewal for next month. Okay, if I click on it, I have always standard and custom, monthly and yearly. Okay, perfect. So let's check the Odoo yearly custom. I have 23 contracts to renew for March. Wow, my target is so high, you cannot imagine. But don't worry, I will reach them. Okay, so I click on the first one. Okay, she is Alice, one of my customer from France. Okay, she's so nice. She signed a yearly contract with me last year. And this year, she decided to sign again a yearly contract. Okay, so how to do it? Remember, this is the contract / subscription / sales order number 1. Okay, so let's click on renew. Perfect. This is the sales order number 2 created. This is the draft. As you can see, this is the status quotation as a draft. Perfect. Okay, I think that everything is well good. She asked about 7 users again. Maintenance 0 because there is no lines of code, but I need to put the maintenance as well on the contract. And nothing else. Perfect. I send it to my customer. There is a template. And then I send. Okay, directly from the chat here on the right of the page, you can double check if the mail is sent to the customer. Perfect. She received it. And then I received directly from here the signature. Congrats, CYBO. I signed a yearly contract again. So now I confirm the sales order number 2. And wow, this is so magic because Odoo put directly the database on this new contract. It means that on the old contract, there is no database on it. Okay, so the new contract is now created. I have normally all the information regarding this contract as I did before. Okay, so everything is well the same. Perfect. Okay, what about the date? The date of next invoice date is still in March 2023. Yeah, but we just signed yearly contract, right? Okay, it's because now we are in February and I already renewed this contract in advance. Okay, it means that after the 29th of March, the old contract will be closed, and here automatically OdoBot will put the right next invoice date. Okay, the 29th of March in 2024. So nice. I can go back to the old contract if you want. You can see this is the sales order number 1. Okay, there is nothing here. Okay, 0 database because it was put directly on the new contract thanks to Odoo. So if I click, for example, on the contact form of my customer, just to have like an overview, like a big picture about my customer, okay, you can see that there is 5 subscription, okay, so the old one, but there is also the new one. Okay, perfect. So this is my new contract. You know what? I will put an activities here just for a follow-up because she is so happy to sign again with us. So in 12 days, I will contact her to make sure that everything is good with Odoo. Okay, very nice. So this is a renewal of a contract. Okay, so if I go back, I can remove these filters. Okay, perfect. I go back in a Kanban view because I prefer now for the upsell to show you in a Kanban view. But it's up to you guys, as explained. This is because I used to work like that, but I know that some of my colleagues always prefer the list view. Okay, but this is not mandatory. You can choose whatever you want. Okay, perfect. So now let's check together, for example, all the contract that needs to renew. Okay, if I filters to renew, yes, this is all the contract that needs to renew. Okay, so as I am a good salesperson, I already did the renew before. So I will remove these filters. So this is just for your information because I just want to show you that it's really easy thanks to the filters to make them show you directly all the contract that needs to renew. Okay, so it's quite an emergency to create those upsell. Sometimes it's for users, sometimes it's for a new hosting for Odoo SH, for example. Sometimes it's just because Odoo wants to detect the fact that the customers needs to renew in 15 days, okay? So this is just a tips for you guys. But let's imagine that Alice called me in 10 days and she explained to me that she just hired a new person on her company and she needs a new users, okay? So do not panic. We will create an upsell together. On the contract, okay, remember, sales order number 2. On the contract, I click on upsell. Okay, so there is always the same information here than the contract, the initial contract. Okay, I can remove the maintenance because she asked about a users, right? So let's see together. Let's keep together this line about the users and quantity 1. Okay. So now I have the amount for 1 users. Okay, so I can save here. I sent by email directly to Alice. Okay, thanks to this beautiful template. And some hours after that, I received the signature on the chat. Okay, I confirm. Okay, this is just a message from Odoo because we just upgraded yesterday, but doesn't matter. Just for your information, let me explain you the impact. If I confirm this upsell as added 1 users, if I go back, Odoo directly put 8 users on the quantity here, okay? And on the chat, I can have all the historic about what I did. So sorry because there is a bug, but this is just something happens sometimes, so don't worry. But the upsell is so easy. So here you have the button, you can choose the product and you confirm when the client sign, and the contract will be adapted automatically. Okay? Perfect. I hope that it was clear for you, this video. I know that you have a lot of questions, but you can still ask your question to your coach, your team leader, your colleagues. We are here for that. The subscription module can be complex, but it's so easy after few weeks. So don't worry, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye-bye.